Oh, well, mine is Fox, right? So they get Emmett Fox, and not that it needs any help in me promoting it, but I want to do a quick review of the animated YouTube series or animated series by Kerbifer slash Christopher slash animation of that is known as TOME. Which, a little backstory for this first. TOME first technically started a while back as ATT, I believe it was called. I believe it was ATT, where it was a sprite animated show slash game, because there was game elements at some points that you could play, that I found on Fireball 20XL, Psycho, whatever the heck that one hedgehog, the green hedgehog with the swirly red eyes, that guy, the guy with swirly red eyes and stuff. Forgot his name. Psycho. Fudge, man, I forgot his name. Psy guy. Psycho. I don't know. I remember I read his comics. The one with like the Chaos Diamonds. Fun comic. I like it. I liked it, and I didn't know until later that it was actually done by multiple different artists. So one, awesome, and two, freaking epic. But why do people keep being? What the fudge? Everyone, wait, what the?
If you don't follow me on
Someone just sent me a... Never mind. I'll look at my comments later. I'm sorry, everyone. Mind you, I also love that comments are actually coming in now. But, what did I want to say? Tome, right. It started off as ATT, which, one, I did not know much about MMORPGs. Closest thing I've gotten to an MMORPG was a glimpse, maybe like seeing Dot Hack for 3 seconds, or I saw it for, I remember this was a while back, I can barely remember it. I think I saw it for like 5 seconds or something, and all I remember was I saw a dude with blue hair, orange clothing, and a nut on his... Okay, let me rephrase that. He had a bracelet that was shaped like a bolt's nut. Okay, better. And I'm like, wow, that looks incredibly stupid. Mind you, Dot Hack is one of my favorite series, but, well, it's one of my favorite series I like. But, I looked at it, I'm like, wow, that looks incredibly stupid, and I have no idea what the story is like. So I left that anime alone. Cut to a few years later, I started watching ATT, that was right after me started playing, one of the Mega Man NT Warrior games, I love that series as well. I love the NT Warrior series, especially now that I know that it's actually technically an alternate timeline where instead of Dr. Light creating robots, he created programs. I like that. That's actually kind of cool. And also I love program things with Tron and everything, but that was also before I even saw Tron. And if you ever watched the original ATT, which I think it's on Newgrounds, when they battled on the grid, it was like the Mega Man NT Warrior type battles, which was kind of cool. And also the main character, which I liked, was whenever he used his super special ability, he summoned the head of Cerberus that would go across the entire field just to wreck everyone. And it was a cool series. I liked it. I watched it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. You have some sprite stuff. You see like some Sonic the Hedgehog sprites. You see like I think Dragon Ball Z at some points. You see all these different sprites going around. It was a cool little show, and I liked it. And then after that, the link that I used to use for Fireball 20XL, that was on fireball20xl.com, I used to check it. I believe that was the website. I used to go on there and there was a link to it, but then after that, the link disappeared. So I'm like, well, fudge, how am I going to find this? And I didn't remember the name, and I'm like, fudge. And ATT was technically my first knowledge of an MMORPG. After that, I kind of started getting a little bit into MMORPGs. Not that much, because my brother's friend, he showed me this one MMO that he used to play called Fly FF. I played a little bit, kind of got bored after a bit, if only because it was the type where you click and you wait for your character to be finished slashing at the bad guy. It got kind of boring. And then I played like World of Warcraft like for 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, mind you, I didn't buy a subscription. A friend had it, and I tried it out. Didn't like it. Mind you, if you like World of Warcraft, go straight ahead. I can understand that. Heck, they made a freaking that game apparently so in depth, like so. I don't know if it would be fleshed out. They basically made a virus sickness in there at one point, which I thought was kind of cool. Which kind of cool that someone was able to actually write an entire book about that. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna see the new Warcraft movie, epic. But after that, I lost ATT to the internet, so I could not see it again. That was my first thing into showing me things that like online stuff like that, MMOs and stuff. I'm like, okay. And also, I kind of got excited when I watched AT. I'm like, man, if MMOs like this, it's going to be great. I'm going to be great playing those games. No, not a lot of them are like that. But it was pretty cool. I like how also the main character, one of the main characters, Alpha, he had like the ability of mythology. Well, it says it in Tome at least. But after that, I lost it. I ran into a few new things like did I start playing Dot Hack yet? I'm not sure. I think I started playing Dot Hack. Started watching a little bit of Sword Art. No, I played Dot Hack a little bit. Yeah, I played a little bit of the first Dot Hack games. I didn't finish them. I finished GU, but that's afterward. Well, I finished the first episode GU. I need to buy the other 2 games, which I really want to get. Also, why don't they ever... Well, I don't know. Oh, actually, they do kind of. The whole save slot. Like, if you play this game on the system, then, like, if you still have the save thing, it goes up, like, to the next system, which is kind of a cool thing with the Dot Hack series, which I think that's how they do it with GU in the next episode. I don't know. I want to play next GU. But, I kind of play Sword Art Online and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Then I started kind of watching Tome again, which I'm like, okay, sweet. And then I found out about Tome, and I started watching. I'm like, isn't this that one thing I used to watch? But not sprites anymore. Actually, kind of animated. Well, it is animated, though it's kind of switched from animating sprites to animated sprites. If that kind of makes sense. Drawn sprites. And I started watching it. I'm like, this is pretty good. It's pretty awesome. And it's pretty cool seeing the series. Like, I basically remembered majority of what I saw from ATT, which, if I remember correctly, I got up to about the Gemini tournament. No. I got past the Gemini tournament to where they got their new redesigns. Then around there is when I lost the link. But I started watching Tome again, and it's pretty awesome. Kerbifer updated some of the characters' designs, especially his character, Kerbifer. Some things are a little bit different, but it's majority the same story. Some things were changed. It was still pretty good. I kind of like if you ever watched Dot Hack, you can straight away see comparisons between Dot Hack and Tome / ATT because of things like the MMORPG thing, a Forbidden Power, and so on. But it basically circles around a character who comes into this game and gains a Forbidden Power, which is basically a type of glitch, which also hurts people outside the game. Which, mind you, I never quite really focus. I never quite really understood. I don't know why it's fuzzy. I never really quite understood in the Dot Hack series how whatever it is, the Twilight Key. I never really understood how that affected people outside of the game, especially since apparently in the first game you play it, or the characters play it similar to how we play it right now, but they play it on D-pads, the game pads. They play it on game pads. So I never really understood how exactly the glitch or whatever it was hurt people outside of the game. I guess you could probably say seizure inducing or something like that, but I don't know. it kind of makes a little bit more sense later on down the line with like the headsets and like you being plugged into the game. That kind of makes a little bit more sense. But also, I want there to be a dot hack MMORPG. They can make it now. They can do the exact same graphics for the PS2. I would not give a crap. Give me the exact same graphics from the PS2, but make it a freaking game. Make it a freaking game. Just do it. Do it. Do it. But I know there was a fan one going around where they said they were doing it, but it's 2D, which I don't have anything against, but still. But yeah, it's one of the game series is fun. Tome, it's pretty cool where one, the whole thing is that you can build your own in Tome. They could build their own characters to their own specifications. Sure, they don't. They kind of go into a little bit more, but also like I want to say the forbidden power in this kind of makes a little bit more sense into why it kind of hurts other people. It kind of actually does make a little bit more sense on how it works. It also, surprisingly enough, makes up how the world is created and everything very good. I definitely say check the series out. I don't want to like spoil anything of it. It's a free thing. You can go see it right now. Go on Christopher Niosia. I don't know. I forgot the channel's name. But go check it out for yourself. Definitely Tome, check it out. But what the glitch does and how it affects outside of the game works very well. I always like a character with like a forbidden power and stuff like that. It's just something I love. Cliched or not, I love it. I will say it kind of stinks that I wasn't able to see a animated version of that Cerberus attack that the alpha uses in ATT, which I wanted to see like him summon like summon the giant Cerberus head or something. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Like that's his final attack, which he used a lot. The animation isn't that bad, especially. Well, I don't know how many people work on that. If it's just Kerbifer, I'm gonna call him Kerbifer because I could say Christopher a lot, but I kind of just want to call him Kerbifer, especially since I'm gonna call Lil Karibo. Which one? I watched Tome, and in the beginning I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool, and you get some good mystery, which I like. You get mystery with Game Craze, one of the characters, about the glitch, of course. This Pink Fire. Nylock, not really. Kind of. I love Nylock, though. He's pretty good. Alphys I still like, though, too. I like all of them. And then Game Craze, one, I went from two things. Either thinking that Game Craze was stuck in the game, or that Game Craze was in prison. Tell me if you watched the show, if you got either of those. But, yeah, it's a pretty good story. And then also later on down the line, during the Gemini arc or whatever, when Zeta comes up and everything, the cool duality and stuff like that. Just go check out the series. It's pretty good. It's nicely animated. It kind of at some points it does kind of look. It kind of looks like this should be part of a game. Like this actually, it feels like it should be part of a game. Like some of these should be cutscenes of a game, but it doesn't really take away from like the story and stuff like that, the mystery and stuff like that. It's still pretty good. I will say though, for the not final boss. Okay, I'm gonna call him the final boss, who is technically the first boss. That way, if anyone who watches Tome or watched it before can knows who I'm talking about. I will say it looked a little too simple for me. Mind you, it still looked awesome. It looked a little too simple for me. I would have said, if anything, to at least add a chest piece. To at least give it a little bit more, like maybe a little bit spiked up. A little more of a chest piece, like armored look for the chest. If only so that way it gives it a little bit more of an intimidating look. Mind you, it looks awesome, but still having like a chest piece or something to make it look a little bit bigger, kind of something like that, kind of thing would work. Or like adding kind of Godzilla like spikes on the back or spikes on the back in general, I mean. Just to give a little more than just the smoothness, like how smooth it looked. But that's just my opinion on that. Nothing against Kerber for anything like that. I still liked it. And I will say also the fusion of the boss and a certain character when the arm and everything. The legs kind of looked a little too big and like Popeye-ish. Other than that, I liked it. It looked a little too Popeye-ish, but I still liked the fight and everything. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was pretty cool. I gotta remember who the fudge was the guy that at the end of the series with Raccoon, the guy talking to him who left. I can't remember who that was. Maybe it's because I took such a long time, because I watched it. I think I watched Tome all the way up to its newest episode, and then I stopped because the show wasn't done yet. Kerber hadn't finished it yet, so I'm like, okay, I'll leave this alone for a little bit. A few years later, they just finished it 8 months ago, which 9 months ago I put up my Quest for the Giant Tatas video. So actually, yeah, but the last episode appeared 8 months ago, so kind of a late review, yeah, but whatever. Didn't stop me before. And then I watched it after watching all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged and watching a few little Karibo Comic-Cons. And he was like, and he mentioned, oh yeah, I'm the voice of Nylok. I'm like, oh fudge, Little Karibo's the voice of Nylok. Awesome. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and so while I was watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, if you haven't seen my Yu-Gi-Oh! Review, while watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, I then, every time I got like about 10 episodes ahead or something like that, I would then go on YouTube and then watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series up to that point, and then just keep going back and forth, because that's just hilarious. Check his post! Wait. Check his post, Yugi! I can't really do that. I gotta listen to regular Bakura's voice. I'm Tristan. I can a little bit do Bakura's voice. Bakura and a little bit of Matic. I'm not gay. Can I come out of the closet? Bakura, can I come out of the closet? But we named like Nylok. That's pretty good. You got a little sad bits with Nylok also when he breaks character, which Nylok is also pretty hilarious at points too. I will say also the second half of the series, or like toward the end of the series when they changed their designs a little bit. I don't know why Alpha looks almost completely red. I don't know. I think keeping his skin color probably would have helped a little bit more. Or maybe at least changing the marks on his eyes to red. The Roman numerals on his eyes. Maybe that, I don't know. It just looked him looking all red. Kind of was like, okay, why is he all red, or why is she all orange? Or now it's always green. Kerber's always gray, and Game Crit is always purple. But yeah, it's a pretty good story. It's a pretty good series. I definitely say check it out for yourselves. You got voice acting from Kerber. You got voice acting from Little Karibo. I'm not quite sure about the others, sadly. Maybe I have to look a little bit more into the internet celebrities type thing, but I've never been like someone who just looks more research into that. If anything, I learned more about people like Doug Walker, people from the channel Awesome, and Little Karibo and stuff like that, from watching like Comic-Con videos and stuff like that. If only because then like they talk about a lot more things and stuff like that, and they answer questions. It's probably the only way that I really learned that so much. Or if, in Channel Awesome's case, when I look up wiki stuff, and that's mostly because I was looking up top of the fourth wall, but still. And also Kerber, I was about to say gets around, but I mean, like, he's done animation for the Cinema Snob, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, for himself, of course, and I think he's done a few others. But like, I'm like saying, like, holy crud, he like, I knew about Kerber at ATT, but like he's been like all around. Like you can connect so many people on the internet to other people like this. This is pretty awesome. But yeah, Tome, awesome thing. If you like dot hack, you're gonna like this. Yes, there are some similarities, but I will say that they explain at least what the fudge the glitch is, and also how this world actually works. Actually, even how like the algorithm is for you to create your own character and how you make it your own thing. They actually kind of go into how you do that and how they make everything so kind of like so detailed to the point and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. I like that. That's pretty dang cool. Dot Hack GU episode 2, or the second game of GU, I definitely want to get. I went once to a GameStop 3 hours away because I checked on the internet and it said that they had it. I'm like, awesome. I go to the GameStop 6 hours away, buy the game, leave the GameStop, start driving, look, well, someone drove me, look down at the game like, this is the wrong game. And I went back to the GameStop, turned in like, oh yeah, no, we don't actually have that game. Thank you. But yeah, if you check out Tome, just check it out. Check out ATT if you ever want to check that one out. I'm not sure how that one still holds up. Probably well since it's sprites, but still. Check it out. It's a good series. I'm trying to think. But still, pretty good series. Check it out for yourselves. If you like Sword Art Online or Dot Hack, I think Sword Art Online would probably be a little bit more current, I guess. Well, no, because there's still a whole bunch of Dot Hack stuff. Actually, I have Dot Hack GU. I have the first Dot Hack game. Do I have all three of them? No, I only have the first one, which sucks. I gotta go find the other ones. But the first Dot Hack game, which, mind you, if you can, I would probably say try play all the Dot Hacks in order, if only because you can unlock secrets. Because I played the first Dot Hack game, and named my character, mine, Foxer, and I named it that. And when you play Dot Hack GU, when you fight Azure Kite, who is the first main character of the first game, he will have your character's name. And I looked at it and I'm like, that is freaking awesome. I love that. It so pulls it to where this is all still an evolving world. It's freaking epic. But yeah, and over there, I have the Dot Hack GU game, yes. But before that, I had the Dot Hack GU. Oh, hold on. Actually, I didn't even know they were up here. Why the fudge are they up here? Where's the other one? I thought I had all three. I had all of them. There's only two. I don't know. I got the Dot Hack GU mangas, which Haseo, one of my favorite characters. I like this, and what's also cool about this manga is it actually goes into what happens before the games, which mind you, you kind of lose. Well, no, you don't really lose the surprise, if anything. More or less, you actually kind of understand it a little bit more about some things that happened behind, and it kind of adds a little bit more to it. And also, I extremely love program stories, Tron and stuff like that. Tron Uprising was awesome. It was epic. I loved how like the dude was a mechanic for that world, and that he had a wrench that could like basically maneuver and manipulate the programming for like rides and stuff. That was epic. I wanted them to continue, but they didn't. Freaking Disney. What the heck is with them trying to cancel good shows? Mind you, Wander Over Yonder thing, you might want to, if you like Wander Over Yonder, I definitely say check out, I'll probably put a link in the description below for the petition so that it doesn't get canceled and at least gives us a third season. But pretty awesome. Dot Hack GU, check it out. And what the heck am I talking about? Go check out Tome. Dot Hack GU, yes, definitely check that out. But go check out Tome right now. It is online right now. All the episodes. Check it out. Awesome. Kerbifer is an awesome animator. He has a pretty good story. And it's just freaking epic. Check it out. It's pretty dang good. Especially if you've seen ATT. I believe it was ATT. If it's been like that, check it out. It's pretty good. Especially if you like MMO things and you like the whole like dot hack Sword Art Online. Definitely check it out. It's like it's in the same, I would say it's more in the roundhouse of dot hack. But yeah, it's pretty good. Also, well, okay, I'll say at the end of the series, spoiler alerts for the end of the series, there's nothing with the main story. There's more kind of a Easter egg, kind of. Not really, but Kerbifer should have had like a robotic arm, like a fake robotic arm, if anything, but he should have had like a robotic arm or something like that on his regular arm. Just saying, if you don't understand what it is, you'll understand when you watch the series. But either way, check it out. Check out Tome. Awesome story. I probably went on a whole rambling just about dot hack and stuff like that, but definitely check out Tome. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Also, the whole thing's with Nylock and the Fire Girl and the whole thing being like keys and stuff like that. Awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Key components. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out all my videos. Awesome show. Check it out. It has little Karibo voicing Kerbifer, and I'm sorry about the others. I don't really know. Either way, thank you so much for watching. You got motions, you got awesomeness. Check it out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please check out all my videos, and we will. And also check out Tome, and we will. See you later. I wonder what Kerbifer's going to do next.